Scalping popular or hot items has always been a problem, but with all this crap going on in the world, people looking for different ways to make money, or they're just bored out of their mind, or they just have had more free time, has created this whole new culture of scalping the shit out of stuff that people want. It's a big problem when it's stuff that people need, when people are buying up all the toilet paper, diapers, baby wipes, and nonsense like that. And you couldn't wipe your ass, unless you paid a scalper for a roll of toilet paper in some instances. I remember when all that was going down, you go to the store, the aisles were empty. There'd be a big ass truck down the street parked on the side with the tailgate down and just a bunch of toilet paper. Go over there and buy from this person who just wiped out all these stores. Just really ridiculous things. I mean, it's more so a big annoyance because yeah, a lot of things you could wind up finding if you look hard and long enough. But sometimes it's stuff like that, like things that people actually need, and that's beyond frustrating. That's beyond annoyance. That's just straight out wrong. And I feel like in the world today, everything has changed. It's gonna remain a bunch of bullshit all the time, with people just constantly trying to make a buck on things, knowing that people want stuff. Pokemon cards, the freaking new consoles, the Switch OLED, the Xbox Series X, the PlayStation 5, graphics cards. You're going to be paying a premium if you can't wait, or you don't have the time to wait on these things. They're not needs, they're wants, but we all have a right to be able to buy the things that we want, especially, stuff that's just for entertainment purposes. But now these bitches are taking it even further. I mean, is this a huge deal? Nobody really needs this. I mean, a refrigerator can be considered a necessity for food safety, but does anybody really need a mini refrigerator? The other day I believe it was the 19th, it was like the beginning of this week, I didn't talk about it because, I really wasn't thinking about it. I knew what was going to happen. Target put up a pre-order for the Xbox Series X mini refrigerator. And mini refrigerators, especially if they're branded and if they're of decent quality, is pretty big business. Like, a lot of people enjoy those kind of things, like having them, especially if it's a brand you like. I used to do this. I don't do it anymore, but I would go on the hunt for refrigerators that were used in like convenience stores and liquor stores, specifically Monster Energy drink. Like the little mini countertop refrigerators, and then the ones that look like cans. I would look for those, sometimes the Rockstar ones, the Red Bull ones. And then occasionally I would try to find the mini Jägermeister countertop refrigerators. A lot of time I would find them from people who either had a convenience store before or worked for a convenience store, or for some reason or another, they had these refrigerators. And a lot of times they're in pretty poor shape. I would clean them up, pull out dents if they had, dents in the metal, repaint areas if it need to be or could be repainted, clean them up. You wouldn't believe how many spiders and spider eggs and cobwebs would be in these things. So a lot of times they were just sitting in somebody's backyard type of thing. I would buy them, clean them up, fix them up, and then resell them for, a little bit of a profit. And I think that's something universally that people just accept as something people do. You find something, maybe it's in rough shape, you clean it up, you fix it up, and you find somebody who would want it in that condition and sell it for a profit, right? It's just, people have done that for years, going to garage sales and stuff, and, retail arbitrage, going to like Walgreens, buying clearance items that nobody wanted and then reselling them online or something like that. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to take advantage of opportunities. And I think some ways it's more honest than, hey, I'm going to get a bot and buy up everything that's hot right now that people want and resell it for a profit. Like, it's an opportunity that just isn't fair. The $100 Xbox Series X refrigerator, big whoop. It's a freaking refrigerator. I don't even think it's the greatest deal in the world right now as far as scalping goes, but it just speaks to the overall problem. Like, when will this kind of thing end? And what is the way we could stop it from happening? It's just ridiculous. Like, if little Timmy wanted an Xbox Series X refrigerator for Christmas, he ain't getting one. Look, it's got a little USB on the front. They look okay. I mean, I don't know the overall quality behind it. It could be junk, like a lot of those other mini refrigerators that are sold in like Walmarts and like Targets and stuff, like little Coca-Cola ones that are real crappy and actually don't do a whole lot to cool things. I don't know, like, if this is going to be any better. It's bigger, holds 12 cans supposedly, and some candy bars in the door if you want. It looks neat. It's a novelty. It's a want, not a need. It could be a collectible type thing. I don't know, but if you wanted one, you're just kind of screwed because these people reselling them. You know, if you really wanted an Xbox Series X console and a mini refrigerator, I mean, you're looking $1,400 to get these things in your hand from scalpers. And like I said, how do you correct this? How do you fix this? How do you stop this from happening? It's just so ridiculous. Like, I don't want to get in a whole debate about, oh, well, it should be some kind of regulations going on with this kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know how much you want, like, government agencies to have a hand in things like this. I don't even understand how that would work. Said, I don't know if that's the answer or not. You may think that, and that's fine, but I think the simplest, easiest solution is to just not buy from a scalper. But that's not likely to happen because there will always be somebody, groups of somebodies out there who are like, this guy's got it for $350 or best offer. I might be able to get it for $325, or you know what? I'm not even gonna haggle with them. I got money burning a hole in my pocket and I wanted this stupid ass little refrigerator. I'm gonna pay him 3.5 times the price of it because it's convenient for me, and that extra bit of money is worth the convenience. I personally don't think like that kind of money is worth the convenience. Like, it's not like the opportunity arose where somebody walked in the store, and I'm not defending this either. I'm just saying, like, this is a little bit different. Like, you walked in the store and it's like, oh shit, there's an Xbox Series X right there. I'm gonna buy it for $500 and sell it to my buddy for $550 and make a few bucks. That's not what this is. This is people in mass taking advantage of opportunity in the sense that they're using bots and stuff like that and getting tons of stock in. It's just ridiculous. How do you stop it? You don't buy from them, but that is not going to work in the sense that there's still going to be people who buy. These things are supposed to be like, there's supposed to be more availability later on if you really wanted one of these things. Other places in the world, it's going to start popping up more so in other regions as they come up with distributors and, you know, approvals and regulatory stuff. Right now in the US, it was just Target.com for $99 as their exclusive partner for the first wave production. And from what I heard, there's going to be a bunch more available, like on launch and going on after. And that's the one thing, like, when you look at these people who just buy shit in mass to resell, stuff like this, it's kind of like lame. It's really lame. It's not a need. But like those people during this pandemic buying up all the toilet paper, paper towels, and the household items that people actually needed and could use in their lives. I mean, if you needed to wipe your butt and you ain't got no toilet paper, you could always use a garden hose. But who does that, right? Most people are gonna like use some toilet paper and, you know, take care of business. You know what I mean? And these assholes out there buying this stuff up. A lot of stores impose limits and whatnot. People figured out ways around limits or just went around buying everything and then reselling it because they wiped the place out. You can't wipe your butt. You got to go to them. But it turned out it wasn't even an issue of there wasn't enough type of thing. It was just people out of fear of missing out on toilet paper. Yeah, that's a thing. Going out and buying stuff en masse, hoarding it. Not necessarily just the people that resold the stuff, but people buying it because they were scared. They were scared. They didn't know if they would be able to find this stuff in the future. They didn't know if they were going to be locked in their house and there's going to be a zombie apocalypse, you know, zombies riding T-Rexes and shit down the street. Like, nobody knew. So people were buying this crap up, hoarding it, and it just turned out it was just people overbuying. There wasn't a shortage. It was just overbuying. And then once more got out there and people had a stockpile, the scalpers that bought up toilet, it's fucking funny. Toilet paper scalpers, they couldn't resell the stuff because people could walk in the store and get it. That's the only real solution is you wait long enough. You just try not to buy from them. But in certain situations, it's like, where the hell do I get this from when it's a need? And, you know, a lot of stores were like, nope, you can't return this stuff. Like, that's on you. You bought all this crap. You can't return it. And it's almost like, is that going to happen here? Are we hoping that with anything, I don't care about the refrigerator, but with anything that people look forward to or want, is it just going to be able to be to a point where there's an abundance of availability where scalpers, there's no reason for them to scalp it. And then they're stuck with whatever they've purchased already. Kind of hard to say with that, especially with everything going on in the world, these shortages and, chip shortages and stuff like that, cargo crap, whatever's going on in the world. Neither here nor there, as the ladies like to say. And anybody tells me what ladies say that, well, talk to some ladies and you'll find out, type of thing. It's just the world. Try to be patient on these things. It's a refrigerator, man. I don't even know why I'm talking about a refrigerator today. It's just lately I just been thinking of stupid shit and it just hits my brain and I'm like, I just want to talk about it, hear what you guys got. So I like hanging out and bullshit and just talking about some ish that's going on and motherfuckers scalping refrigerators. Some next level crap right there, dude. What's next? What's next, my friends? Let me know in the comments down below what you think and how you feel about this. How can this problem be fixed? Just stop buying from these people. I mean, a lot of these places are trying to limit, scalping, but it doesn't seem to be working. Damn it. Let me know. Appreciate you guys. Big ass blurry thumb butt like a Bigfoot. Bye.